Hey Joe, it's Folks here. The question I have for you today is, what is the difference between winning print-on-demand stores and losing print-on-demand stores? When asked that question, some people would say that it has a lot to do with your marketing strategy and where you are promoting your products, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or even paid ads versus influencers, and the list goes on and on. Some would also say it's about your social media strategy and how many followers you can get to follow your accounts. Now, while both of those are super important, that's not what we are going to be focused on today. Before we jump into today's video, let me know down in the comments what you guys think is the biggest thing that impacts your success when it comes to running a print-on-demand store. Now, I started my first store back in 2016, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what I think to be the biggest impact to your success with print-on-demand. What we have for you is two print-on-demand stores that we are going to be breaking down and taking a look at their exact strategy that they have launched with. Now, both of these stores honestly look awesome. They have great branding, they have great product images, and basically both of these store owners have created some pretty awesome print-on-demand stores. During the video, we will spend about 60 seconds each before we jump into the main topic and assess their brand, and then we will talk about the major mistake that one of them has made. But first, if you are new here, my name is Joe Robert. I make a bunch of print-on-demand content showing some of the strategies that I'm currently using in my print-on-demand business. So if you want to launch your own, or if you're in the process of launching one, make sure to check out some of my other videos. I also have some free step-by-step training inside of my POD for Dummies course. You will find about 30 step-by-step videos that is going to show you the entire process of opening your print-on-demand store on Shopify. So if you want to access that free training, there is a link down in the description. So here's our first store here. It is called coasterfashion.com. It says right here on the homepage that they design roller coaster and amusement park merchandise with passion. Basically, the entire store contains merchandise for people that love theme parks, and more specifically, roller coasters. They offer a bunch of different products with a whole bunch of awesome niche-specific designs. And they even have some pretty solid social proof down here at the bottom of the store. Overall, this site looks awesome. They've done a great job creating a really clean looking homepage. They have a nice logo up at the top. They have a subtle color scheme throughout the entire store. You can see that the announcement bar at the top is this light blue color, as well as the button right here. The one thing I say that they could probably do better is their product pages. If you notice here on the product page for this product, there's really no branding here. When you're on the home page, there's branding everywhere. Awesome product images and logos and color schemes. But here on the product page, there's really none of that. So that would be my one tip to this store right now with their product pages. So before we jump into the next store, let's quickly recap. Coaster Fashion is a niche store that caters to people that love theme parks, primarily roller coasters. And they offer a wide selection of niche-specific designs and products. This right here is our second store for the day. It's called LWRCSE. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, so throughout the video, I may pronounce it a few different ways. As we scroll through, you will see that they describe themselves as clothing with a purpose. They are essentially creating some sort of a clothing line for a younger millennial type of graphic. It seems like they specialize in hoodies and sweatshirts. If we go to their menu, you can see that they have t-shirts, sweatpants, and shorts as well. Inside of their accessories tab, it seems like they also have a backpack, a scrunchie, a blanket, and some socks. Their line of t-shirts that they have are basically just black shirts with their white logo on it. On the product page here, they describe their product as something that allows you to wear your thoughts. It says building strength and self-love, more than just a word, more than just a design. The classic t-shirt with a meaning through a design that represents more than just a picture, a deeper meaning, a true identity. Essentially, LWRCSE has created a clothing line. They describe themselves as clothing with a purpose, and they are creating products that are catered most likely to a younger millennial demographic. So essentially, both of these stores are honestly pretty nice. When it comes to what a great looking store looks like, these are two awesome examples. Both of them are clean, both of them have pretty good logos, they have great product images, and overall, they really look professional. The problem here comes to really what most people want to do with their print-on-demand store. Now, from time to time here on my channel, I make videos where I show some of the things that I am currently working on in my own print-on-demand businesses. Recently, I've made a few videos talking about scaling to over 6 figures so far this year. In most cases, this is done by using paid advertising, which is really what most people want to do with their stores. Most people want to build a Shopify store for their POD products, and then they want to utilize direct response marketing to make their sales and scale. Now, what is direct response marketing? Direct response marketing is when you market products to people and you are looking for an instant response from them. Essentially, promoting products on social media, whether it's organic or through the use of paid advertising. Essentially, people are on social media, they are scrolling, they're liking pictures of cats and talking to their aunts and maybe even arguing with friends about the latest social issues. And really, in reality, when you think about it, they are not shopping. They are simply just hanging out. Some of them might be making dinner and they're waiting for the water to boil, so they've grabbed their phone and now they're scrolling their social media pages. And when we market products to them, we are now asking them to become a shopper. And if you're someone that plans to build a site and then use any sort of direct response marketing, which we've already said is using social media to make sales, understanding what your potential customers need to have happen in order for them to want to make a purchase from you is extremely important. Both of these stores today look awesome. However, one of them is probably never going to succeed with direct response marketing. Coaster Fashion has created awesome products for a really passionate niche. People that love to go to theme parks, people that love roller coasters, and on the other hand, our other store has essentially created a clothing line that is based on just putting some words on a product. Think about for a minute, if someone is scrolling social media and they come across the roller coaster store. Let's say that the store owner has launched a paid ad and they are targeting people who have an interest in theme parks. Think about how excited that person is going to be as they are waiting for their water to boil and they come across all of these amazing roller coaster products. I can imagine a lot of them running into the other room to get their wallet so that way they can make a purchase. On the other hand, when we think about the clothing brand promoting themselves as more than just a word and more than just a design and a true identity, when in reality they are really just a no-name brand that someone has just sort of created. If you think about the same approach that Nike or Adidas takes with their products, they are attempting to essentially do that. Nike or Adidas will succeed with that because they are Nike and Adidas. They have spent years building a brand through lots of other methods of marketing, and they can make sales with direct response because people already know who they are. This right here is the post where I actually found the LWRCSE store from. The post was made inside of my print-on-demand Facebook group. Currently, there are over 51,000 members, and if you're looking to join a community where you can get some help with your store, make sure to join. There is a link down in the description. In the post here, you can see that the person said, "Can I post the website link to get some feedback about my POD website? I have ran ads, but I've gotten no sales." And then he shares the link. In the comments, he got some pretty good responses. Some people that were talking about some of the same things that I was talking about today as well. There is just no reason people would buy things from a brand they never heard of. If you want to build a brand, you need a brand identity. So you could start a TikTok channel, talk about you, what the brand stands for, and make regular videos to build followers. Otherwise, it just won't sell. Someone else here says, building a brand is fine, but there will be zero demand until there are products that people are looking for first. People become fans of a brand that produces produces something they want, and later on want to represent the brand as well. This puts the cart in front of the horse. No one buys a brand to start off with. No one knows anything about the brand, which itself is so unclear. It's not a movement by ad copy. There actually has to be a movement to be a movement. On the store, they talk a lot about this movement. And just like that comment says, there really is no movement. You cannot just build a movement through what you type. You actually have to have a follower base that is your movement. Just creating a clothing line that you came up with and then launching ads is not a way to get a new brand off of the ground. Which sort of brings me to the main point of this video. If you are someone that is starting a print-on-demand store and your goal is to use direct response marketing, meaning you want to scale the store through social media and primarily by using paid advertising, you will need to choose a passionate niche. Coaster Fashion has chose a great niche, and they will and have, because they have lots of social proof on their store, they have succeeded with direct response marketing. The other store, they've built a brand inside of a niche. Basically, if you're someone that wants to create a brand, you still can. You just need to choose an underlying niche like Coaster Fashion did, and then establish yourself as the leader inside of your niche. Our other store has built a clothing line, and they've attempted to market it the same way. I don't know if you have ever heard this quote here, but the riches are in the niches. And that quote honestly cannot be more true when it comes to print on demand. We are in a very unique business model. We are selling products that people really have no reason to buy. They are essentially just impulse purchase type of things. Canvases, tumblers, metal signs like this one here, hoodies, tumblers, and a whole bunch more. People don't have a reason to make an impulse purchase while they're on social media unless you give them one. And that reason that we can give them is the niche. The niche is what will get that person that is waiting for the water to boil to go get their wallet. The niche is what will make the person get up off of the couch after a long day of work as they're relaxing and scrolling to go get their wallet to buy your stuff. If you are just attempting to create abstract designs with no niche, or you're building a clothing line, you're likely going to have a lot of difficulty making quick sales in the same way that you are seeing other people do. What I'm talking about is building a site and then using social media to scale it. If that is your goal, you will need to choose a niche. The steps for success with that is choose a passionate niche and then launch targeted ads to the niche and make sales. I know that's an oversimplification, but that is what print on demand is all about. And I know there will likely be people in the comments that'll say something about this video that will say, Joe, you've made this video before. You've essentially showed two stores and talked about how they need to choose niches. And I'm well aware of that, but it's an important subject, and both of these stores were just shared inside of the POD Ninjas Facebook group. And there's a lot of people here who have never been to my channel before. And if you're one of those people, maybe this is the first time you are hearing something like this. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like, because that helps the video to reach a wider audience, and selfishly it does help my small channel to grow. Like I said at the beginning, I do have some resources down in the description of this video. I have the POD Ninjas Facebook group. Right now there's over 51,000 members. You can also check out my free POD for Dummies course. There's over 30 video lessons in there that are going to show you exactly how to build your store, and there's even some videos in there detailing some of the strategies that I use in my own print-on-demand business. So there you have it, folks. That's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.